I don't trust horror games anymore. Not because they're bad, but because the trailers are sometimes too good. I've seen enough of them to know they know exactly how to grab your attention, and then leave you scarred, in a good way. And honestly, I think sometimes the trailers are even scarier than the games themselves. So that's what we're looking at today. 10 horror game trailers that scream the game is worth the wait. You'll see what I mean. Number 10, Resident Evil Requiem. Of course we start here. Resident Evil has been cutting horror trailers for decades, and they still know how to make you stop what you're doing and just stare. Requiem throws us back into Raccoon City, but this time through the eyes of Grace Ashcroft, an FBI analyst digging into her mother's death.
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
And the trailer doesn't just give us zombies, it gives us fragments. Flashbacks, memories mixed with infection. It's like looking at your childhood home after a fire. You recognize it, but it's burned, twisted. That kind of dread works because it's not just monsters chasing you, it's history chasing you. And you can't shoot that.
Stay away from that!
Number 9, The Lightkeeper. Isolation horror doesn't need to scream to scare you. The Lightkeeper trailer proves that. You're in a 1920s lighthouse, storms outside, silence inside, and a war veteran who just wants to escape his past. But there's no escaping it here. I swear, lighthouses are already terrifying. Too tall, too thin, always surrounded by black water. You're alone, and the trailer makes sure you feel that. Long, empty hallways, wind howling through broken windows, and that creeping thought that nobody is coming to check on you. No jumps, no gore, just the slow realization that you're on your own. I absolutely cannot wait for this game.
The light unveils the truth.
Number 8, Haunted Bloodlines. Mansion horror always comes back. Haunted Bloodlines nails it by making the house itself the monster. And I don't know about you, but I think that's scarier than a guy with a knife, because at least you can punch a guy with a knife. You can't fight drywall. You can't stab the floorboards. You're just trapped in its stomach, waiting to see if it decides to spit you out or chew you up. Number 7, Tormented Souls 2. Old school survival horror fans already knew they wanted this. Caroline Walker, creepy monasteries, the trailer doesn't hide what it is. It's gothic, it's slow, it's suffocating, and honestly, that's the charm. I like that it doesn't try to modernize everything. It leans into religious horror vibes that sent an unsettling shiver down my spine. Number 6, Necrophosis. This trailer is pure nightmare fuel. Surreal cosmic landscapes, alien towers, flesh that looks like it grew out of stone. It's the kind of imagery that feels wrong to look at. Like your brain is trying to tell you, don't stare too long at this. And that's why I love cosmic horror. That's the vibe Necrophosis sells in its trailer, and it sticks in your head long after you finish it. Before we dive into the top 5, you already know what I'm gonna say. If you're into horror and you want more of this kind of creepy, deep dive, make sure to hit subscribe. It helps the channel way more than you think, and it keeps me digging into stuff like this instead of, actually sleeping at night. Alright, let's keep going. Number 5, Fragile Reflection.
It feels strange.
Fragile Reflection is a different kind of scary. Japanese horror has this way of making the supernatural feel casual. In the trailer, the silence is the worst part. Nobody screams, nobody explains anything. The horror just exists. Western horror usually goes loud. This trailer whispers, and somehow that whisper makes your skin crawl worse than a scream. It's hard to explain, but this terrifies me way more than your typical zombies and monsters. Number 4, Reanimal. This one bothers me in a personal way. The trailer shows a brother and sister stuck in a version of their home that doesn't feel like home anymore. And that's the nightmare. Monsters? Fine. But when the hallway you've walked through 1,000 times suddenly feels wrong, when your own house starts betraying you, that's when horror really works. And it makes me hate the thought of walking away from my PC right now and grabbing a bottle of water from the kitchen. That's scarier than any monster design. Number 3, ILL. ILL doesn't tiptoe around anything. The trailer is grotesque, plain and simple. Limbs snapping, bodies collapsing into piles of meat, things you want to look away from but can't. And sure, gore is everywhere in horror, but here it's a form of twisted art, and that's why it feels so different from, say, a Resident Evil headshot. It's meat falling apart in front of you, and it's awful, and I hate it, but that's also why the trailer is unforgettable. Because it makes you feel physically uncomfortable without even touching a controller. Number 2, Silent Hill F. I knew this one was gonna mess me up. The Silent Hill F trailer starts slow. A girl walking, mist, something off. Then it hits. The flowers. They don't grow from the ground, they bloom from skin, from corpses, from her. And it's wrong because flowers are supposed to be comforting, but here the bright petals feel like infection pretending to be beauty. That's the power of this trailer. It makes you question why your brain finds something horrifying beautiful.
あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
Number 1, Dark Mass. Underwater horror hits me harder than almost anything else. Maybe it's a phobia of mine I should get diagnosed.
Behind you! There's something behind you!
The trailer for Dark Mass throws you into a sunken Victorian mansion, and that's when it hits you. In a haunted house, you can run outside. Down here, there is no outside, just pressure, just darkness, just the weight of the ocean waiting for your oxygen to run out. But that's why this trailer gets the top spot, because even without playing, it makes you hold your breath. And I caught myself actually doing it, sitting at my desk, holding my breath during a trailer. Is that normal? Nope. And that's when I knew this one got me.
I think I'm not alone down here.
So those are the 10 horror game trailers that stuck with me. And the funny thing is, half of them made me want to play the game, and half of them made me never want to touch it at all. That's the beauty of a good horror trailer. Sometimes 2 minutes is all it takes to mess you up. And maybe that's the point. That's it for me for now, before I start hearing noises in my own house. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.